What's up, gang? Today we're gonna be visiting Armory. Yes, Armory. Armory. And we're gonna do it with an SVDS. I know. It's not my style, guys. Let's make it really clear that I'm not a sniper, but I had a bundle, a T5 bundle, so I picked up the SVDS, which in my opinion is one of the worst snipers. I don't know why, but I feel like I never hit the enemies with the SVDS. But anyways, this was a pretty successful game, so let's see what happened. I started near the hospital, so my way of thinking is that there's gonna be someone coming from the gas station, and then obviously I'm gonna hunt them down. And so I positioned myself here. I was waiting for minutes until I finally saw someone. Skill issue. So basically, that guy was running into the gas station. I think I had a clear sight on him, but still didn't hit him. But then they came. Second attempt was much better. I don't know if these were the same guys, because it felt like they didn't know that I'm here. So my shots came as a surprise, but you can see on the loadout that these are just teammates. Still, considering that I'm not a sniper guy, I gotta tell you that at this point I was somewhat anxious. You know why? Because if people with basic kits come close to you, then they simply don't care. They're just gonna fucking rush you, especially if they have like leg ammunition or something. And that's what happened. Fortunately, this time I was the guy who was having that lucky shot. That lucky shot, which is, I think, due to the server desync, because in my opinion, when I shot the guy, he was already behind cover. My bullet was like, going straight and then like turning left and doing the headshot, like whoo, like that. But I was really happy because close range SVDS, I think it fucking sucks. Anyways, next thing I did, I went up to the radio station or radar station. Radar. Anyways, because that's one of the places where people usually are hiding or sniping. And after arriving here, I reminded myself that this spot only works early game. So when people are running to the, to the, what is it? Like the tank area of the bunker, or late game when they're trying to extract and the canal extract is already closed, and then they open the switch in the middle area, and then they run to radar station or radio station. Or to the mine. So I decided not to stay here any longer because most likely nobody is gonna be around. Therefore, I headed into the armory. So if you are doing that with a sniper, then be really fucking cautious, guys. By the way, if I had to choose one of the three entrances, I would say that this is the one which is the safest. Okay, whenever you play Armory, try to make this like your primary entrance, because the broken entrance is, I think, somewhat safer. Late game you can eventually use the other one, and the middle entrance is just absolute chaos because they can shoot you from basically anywhere if they are prepared. Anyways, considering I had a sniper, I wanted to position myself upstairs and first of all find out where the enemies are before doing any type of move. Okay, and I felt like they are downstairs. It felt like they are downstairs, right? So based on the sound prints, they are not on my level. And then this guy just suddenly started shooting me. Like Maybe he was opening the safe or looting, but I literally didn't see the guy. But I was happy that he jumped down. If he doesn't jump, he could have killed me because he didn't know that I have an SVDS. If he just pushes me, I would have died. So since I heard that he's heavily breathing or injured, I was just throwing some nades for 2 reasons. Okay, 2 reasons. To scare them away and to show them, like, you know, I'm fucking strong and keep the distance. This, ladies and gents, is proof how bad I can be with SVDS and semi-auto in general. I think with an M110 or BM59, I would have easily landed a kill here. But with SVDS, I was not performing well, I would say. I think based on my movement, you can see that I was really anxious. Because I know that there are people here. I saw it's T5, you know, that's even worse because they might have skills next to their loadouts. So I was trying to reposition and I did well because there was a nade coming. And fortunately, or it wasn't luck actually, I was repositioning myself and then I could land at least 1 kill. But this wasn't the Mickey Mouse, guys. So there was somebody still in the lobby, at least 1. So what I was trying here, and I felt like this is my best shot here, is that I'm gonna hide in one of the rooms and I intentionally didn't close the door, okay? I didn't want to close the door because then it feels like that if everything is opened and this is the only door that is closed, then most likely he's gonna know that I'm here. So I was just hiding here and waiting for him to cluelessly run into the room. And I had T5 ammunition, by the way. This is so exciting. This moment is so exciting. Ta-da! And yes, I know it wasn't flawless. And yes, I know it was the last bullet. And yeah, you can say that it wasn't like a perfect kill, but this is why I call myself like a casual legend. And by the way, guys, yesterday I finally reached legend, and I think it's pretty much an improvement compared to previous seasons, because in most of the seasons I was reaching legend in the last week where we had the double rank points, or, you know, yeah, pretty late in the season, and now we are not that late into the season. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I got the legend, but this gameplay and the way I killed this guy wasn't like a cold-blooded fucking legend guy, like not a Giga Chat style, you know, the ones you meet on TV station and here and there. It was pretty much okay. But the reason I wanted to share this is because it's good proof that even if you are, you know, if you put in the time and the effort to practice and then focus more on positioning and timing, then you can land these kills. You can pick up the juice. And if you look at my rate search value, it's already 426. Unfortunately, all of the safes were already fucking opened. But if I find the red item on top, again, similar to the TV station game, I would be on 1 million already, okay? And I didn't even loot the other guy, which I expected to be a Timmy because he didn't have a helmet. But, you know, at least he had an MDR, which is still better than nothing, right? So with that, I was like close to 500,000 already. So all I wanted to still do in this game is to look around and check the drawers. I would highly recommend not to get out of the maps without checking at least the drawers and the suitcases and the document boxes. It's because those are the ones which most likely are gonna give you keys. And I found so many keys and it added so much to my overall storage value. Like main guest room key, I think I found like 4 of them already. Armory key cards, TV station keys, which are freaking expensive. So always spend some time like opening these drawers and the suitcases. Always open them. In this game, I wasn't that lucky because I didn't find anything useful. And also the jackets, the fucking jackets, because don't you remember, I found my secret document in the green winter coat. Yeah, it was actually one in the safe on farm. Then I had one in the winter coat on TV station, post-production room. And then I had the third one in document box, TV station general. Anyways, I looted the area. Most of it was already looted. So I flipped the switch. Not sure if you paid attention, but there was one guy opening the radar station extract, radar station mine. And I was even considering to eventually chase and push that guy. But, you know, if you have already this amount of loot, unless you are super confident, then then just don't go for it. I could have pushed the guy eventually. I didn't because I felt like, I'm okay. I'm just gonna dip. I'm fine. It's better to extract with 500,000 and the free T5 set I got from the SVDS bundle. It's still better than losing everything. It's better to get out and reset, because at least this is my way of thinking, and this is what I would encourage you to do as well. On my way down to the extract, I was opening the best room in the game, but unfortunately it didn't give me any red. Anyways, 500,000, 4 kills, guys, SVDS. What else you want? Shoot, loot, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Enjoy your day. Bye, 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 bye.